So I've written a novelization of my experiences. It's called Building a Coven, as in a witch's coven. Right? Not my idea. These are the games he plays. I know how to play them. Right? Millennial Dragon. Right? Psychic Scientist. But I'll pick up where I left off. I have been writing about it for some time. Actually, real quick, right? Just a refresher. So, I'm now, like, just to catch everyone back up, right? I'm on the street, right? After Tribeca, after seeing fish, which is clam, right? And we're in the middle of this thing, you know, where, like, I'm writing the agency and no one wants to say anything, and he's just perpetuating this, you know, this fucked up, right? Remote viewing clairvoyant relationship, right? I have been writing about it for some time. Alistair has asked me what it would take. What would a lifetime of therapy, medication, and PTSD cost? 1 million, I eventually say. 1 million and I disappear. That's a fucking fair deal, you ask me. They continue to be silent. As far as actual contact, our reverie is near constant. Alistair tells me it is new for them as well. He can see through my eyes, maybe they all can. I do see. Flashes of color, magnetic effluvia, movement, features. If I close my eyes, they come in moments of focus or fatigue, presaging sleep, often. She is a dream weaver. I could say her tactics are vile. I see now she hoped me asleep. But she has admitted that she wanted to talk to me. She was impatient. She waited no more than 10 minutes after I closed my eyes. She should have waited 1 full hour. She has done this many times. To what end, I cannot say. But virtue seems distant. It is a burden self-imposed when you consume psyche in this way. It is a shade of dark embossed upon the soul. That's the kindest way of putting it. Because it disrespects by its virtue. It is fundamentally infuriating. This is why I cursed her. Because we don't have to play wizard-sorcerer unless... Right? I could say plenty about it. And if I was as intentionally motivated as her, it's staggering. Wild voodoo rituals. These games are not new. The more I think on it, the more complete. It is awful. I could never. I don't understand her. Today, while writing, I offered a long, grave paragraph of my sacrifices, which have been everything, including my heart, my innocence, the ugliness of it. Alistair also lamented. He feels bad. He doesn't want to pay me for nothing. I think he loves me and wants me to play the role. But everything is fucked up now. It is no longer new and exciting. It feels cheap, devalued. Annabella. It felt like we were all on the same page. The notion of true spiritual communion. Though I possess far less of her mind when compared to her possession of mine, which is a kind of complete. I would say they all do, really. What do I mean? Any one of the 4 of them. Willow with her vision board, perhaps they all use it, can visit me by intention of will. I have given them a lot of my soul, the 3 of them, have going on 100 pages of my writing. My headshot. They also have my phone number and email. Once there, they have free rein to hear and see as they can in real time. Perhaps I am capable of reciprocity. No, I am sure of it. Though Alistair has asked me, "What do you want to know?" I told him, I already know. Not like this. It is harder for me having these experiences to guide me. It is harder for me only having these experiences to guide me. Books. They say things about tactics, instruments, direction. It doesn't interest me. I always thought, this is our strength. We can help each other. I help her be motivated to good ends, and she can help me relax. My point in saying it is a burden. My point in saying it is a burden is that you strive towards theft. I guess I'm the only one to call them out. You wanted me to yell. I despised the mystery witch for shuffling my thoughts like a deck of cards. so I fucking cursed her with everything I had. Alistair wanted me to forgive her, and so I did. And now, fuck! God, does he hate me for Tribeca? I am so confused. I don't know what it's all for. Everything I've done, all that I can possibly do, I am doing every moment of every day as alms for my penance, to show my remorse. I thought, I suppose foolishly, that she was my great champion. But now the foundation is sand. Alistair tells me I have to let it go, that he's not making the movie, replete with a cameo from father-in-law. I told him no. She has said horrible, violent things. She tells me she hates how powerful I am. She despises reading my eviscerations of her most of all. I see her with the magnifying glass, poring over my writing, seeking more. There is nothing left. They've taken everything. So much of this is optics. I sabotaged his plan by being difficult and cowardly. I had pitched this idea of playing with Clam and that would be badass. They have this song, Seen It Again. We could play it, and I can announce myself that way, on stage at Madison Square Garden. He agreed, assuming I can get them to write, The Night Breathes In. I will think about it tonight, and write it tomorrow. I just posted the letter, 2 pages, front and back, no blank lines. Alistair and Annabella were with me as I wrote it. Annabella commented on how beautiful it was. The act itself, not the content of the letter. Though Alistair helped me, telling me to start over the only time it was necessary. The second draft is what is in the mail. Willow is absent. In the letter I mentioned how I got close to the band every night, and when Clay looked me in the eye before the first set, he felt it. My strain. My complicated relationship with Alistair and his family. I spoke on why I wrote, that I see the band as a path to reconciliation. Pled my case, told them where they could write, thanked them. Sent with another 95-cent envelope to Burlington, Vermont. I'm dreading the night. Saturday, the wildness. Though I am numb, my metamorphosis is complete. I have transformed into a goblin fowl. I have been drinking myself to sleep the last few nights, scoring a largely full fifth of Jack Daniels, then a pint of vodka the next day. I miss playing guitar. This is the longest I've gone without playing since the last time I was homeless. There's always a song in my soul. But when I open my eyes, I am alone. And all I hear is violence. A wilderness of amazement defining me. I am searching true. It is now Monday night. I am on the 33 bus downtown from Venice Beach to the Burlap Sack Hotel. In the morning, I was at the door when the Beverly Hills Library opened at 9:30. They have the longest hours, 12, Monday through Thursday. I dashed upstairs and got my favorite desk. A chair that masquerades as comfortable with a desk attached to it, next to an outlet against the wall to the study room behind it. When I turn my head, I see them through the large window. I do not have to ever turn my head to hear them. I have yet to hear anything interesting. The library has a fine literary selection. Today I drank vodka and read Joyce. He came, upset, crying, we're all blubbering, saying, "There is no movie. The whole situation is so fucked up, it's broken all our hearts." And that feels true. "How," he says, "could I ever make this movie with anyone else? But she's my daughter." And we're back where we were. I control her art completely, and so she refuses to look me in the eye, because she is either afraid I'll blast her with psychic rage, or she'll melt as soon as I introduce myself or sing a song, either way diminishing her power as she sees it. We are opposites, which I saw as a strength, but now it seems she really has no heart, no sincerity, and so is incapable of true spiritual communion or even friendship. She is a lizard, a cold-blooded reptile producing no natural heat, stealing all her warmth from all around. She doesn't respect me or love me at all, as a man, as a human being. To deny me access in this way, this selfish only child way, knowing my heart, knowing everything I've done to make her happy with no regard for me. I've sacrificed everything to show I'm strong enough and therefore will yield the most. She cares not at all, I guess. If she has any honor or love in her heart, she would let me play the role. All of it is so foreign to me. All conspiracy, theft, guile, cunning. I see the ritual. It has always been there and shall remain. Sure. Magic, if used appropriately, is beautiful and indeed necessary. Misused as sorcery is perverse. It yields only suffering when used solely as a mechanism for desire. I never wrote her father about falling in love. I believed her father instrumental, but he rebuked me saying, "No, dude, she's always been into you." On the critical level, I've always loved Alistair. Everything about all 9 of the movies. When I believed in my father, when I believed us in love, I thought, this is even better. There are no revelations. We have the strongest foundation to build upon. Everything seems genuinely awful. I had the feeling crying so much. How did everything go so awry? In that trough of despair, Annabella offered me strength, saying, "I don't know, honey." I felt her arms around me. It was so genuine, so loving. I felt not alone. But it is all I am, it seems. It is likely all I will ever be. I'll stop there.